Alright, we're looking at game planning for a match on Saturday, and I played doubles against the guys, so it's very fortunate. The first thing, you want to work on your defense. So I played him. He has a very good flat serve, and he has a good angled serve. However, what you do in this situation is you take away the flat serve first, and then you anticipate the angled serve. Like, he likes to serve like a soft, wide slice. And so I will look for the big flat down the middle, the big flat wide, and then watching his swing speed, I will anticipate the short, wide slice, take that shot away. And I'll take both those shots as backhand. A second serve is very attackable. It's not big, it's just a normal second serve with a kick. But it's going to be very important to neutralize his first serve and hit the ball back deep. So this is how I'm thinking in my match. Initially, I will try to chip the backhand return and chip the forehand return, get feel for the court, get feel for a shot. I hope to do that for the first couple points and then start striking the ball after that, because I want to rattle his first serve. I'm really going to go after a second serve. I'm going to attack his second serve. I'm going to strike the ball. I will probably mix in a chip and charge just to see where he passes. And this is important. You want to chip and charge and come to net once in the first game, because where he passes you is probably where his normal pass is, because no one expects a chip and charge. So first time you do it, it's a reaction shot. They're going to pass you with their favorite pass. So log that favorite pass in your head and take that shot away when the point's bigger. Okay. Now, in flipping it, when I serve, what I'm going to be doing is, when we warmed up, he has a semi-western forehand and a pretty good backhand. I think he likes his backhand better because I send the ball right to him in the middle and he'll step to his backhand. He strikes the backhand flatter and harder than he does his forehand. His forehand has more spin, more loop. Now, these are indications that, that someone doesn't like their forehand. Whenever you see a forehand that's not as flat as the backhand and has more loop on it, and it's a little bit bigger swing, it could be vulnerable. It's a semi-western forehand, and he's about my height. So there's two things I can do. I can go high-low, slicing a low slice to his forehand, see no trouble with that, and a really high loop to his forehand also, because he's short like me. Okay, so that's what you gotta think about when you think about looking at grips. Okay, on the backhand side, it's a very flat backhand, so it'd be very important for me to keep the ball out of his zone. I don't know if he can hit angle on it. We're playing doubles. So if he can angle on it, that'll change what I can do. But I'm going to open with slices to his backhand and high lows. Meaning I'm going to hit slices and loops, slices and loops. I'm going to stay away from my serve and volley game to probably the third or fourth service game. It's an 8-game pro set too. I don't want to show my hand too early. I might beat him from baseline. I'm not sure how he attacks. I visualize that he uses his forehand to finish a shot by opening the court up with angle, because he's not that flat. So I'm going to anticipate that. I'm going to use my shots against his backhand. And this is where it's important to have your own game plan. My initial game plan is going to be, I'm going to open the matchup with chip returns, then I'm going to rolling forehand crosses and slices to his backhand. If he starts coming to the net, I'm going to hit backhand passing shots with topspin. If the slices and rolls aren't working, I'm going to go to topspin shots to his backhand, off my backhand, and then still rolling my forehand. If that's not working, then I'll have to come to net more often and force the issue. So I have 3 game plans to start with. And it's important for you. You want to start with your B game. That way you can go to your A game after that. Okay? But ironically, you want to start with defense first. Let's see how good his offense is. Too often, players want to come out swinging away and you want to start banging the ball. But what happens is you make a lot of errors, and before you know it, you're down like 4-0. It's going to be very important that in the match, I start out strong and I find the court with my strokes. It's going to be important to go corner, 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 corner. Okay. The other thing too is on the coin toss or the bracket flip, I'm going to opt to receive. And why do I do that? Because when I opt to receive, I will always receive. If I opt to serve, it changes my strategy, because I may or may not serve. But by opting to receive, I know what's going to happen. Okay. So the first point, I'm going to neutralize his first serve. If I have a second serve, I'm going to attack it, try to force the issue. I'm going to get to the rally. I'm going to use my slice to his backhand and slice to his forehand, see how he reacts to that low slice ball. I'm going to hit loops also with high-low and the front feet coming in. Basic strategy. this doesn't work out, game plan 2, more topspin on the backhand, higher loop in the forehand. That's something I can do. And another thing, people are like, oh, you hit so many loops. But it's really about what you can do with your game and not about what it looks like. You have to know your limitations. If anything, I have to unleash a certain volley game or chip and charge game, I will. Okay, but that's my last option because 1, my knees still kind of sore. I'm not moving at 100%. 2, it's very tiring to play like that. It's a very low percentage on my part. When the chip and charge, I think a good chip, a good first volley, and a good overhead. Very difficult. Okay. Whereas if you play more defensive, you force issue with them. Tennis is a defensive game. Okay. So when you're looking at your opponent, look at how they serve, look at how they strokes, forehand, backhand, try to find out what their primary stroke is, the means of attacking, and then implement your game plan against that stroke.